there are several things that we would like to achieve tonight, and ayun. First of all, I will be discussing about what is homeschooling. Ang target kasi audience namin sana ay yung mga nag-homeschool na pero siguro gusto ng refresher, no? And those who haven't done it at all. So basic talaga po yung aming ipe-present. So another thing is when and how it started, no? Yung history ng homeschooling, and why do parents homeschool their kids? How it works, especially in the Philippines. And the question is, can I do it? So ito yung mga objectives natin for tonight. Okay, so let me start. By the way, I'm Mirza Torres, or people call me Bong. And I've been doing homeschooling, or have done homeschooling in early 2000. So what I'm going to share to you is my story. Kung ano yung naranasan ko as a homeschool mom. And later, we will be hearing another mother, very great mother actually, who also did homeschooling. Okay, so let me start. Did you know that Jose Rizal was homeschooled in his early childhood? Actually, he learned the alphabet daw at age 3 with that was taught by his mom. Akala ko nga 2 years old nagbabasa na si Rizal, pero ang history book sabi 3 years old alphabet. Pero at 5 he was able to read and write. No? Anyway, let us first define what homeschooling is. Homeschooling is education of children at home. That's how it is. O edukasyon na ginagawa sa bahay. Na typically, ang parents, either a mother or a father, ang nagtuturo. Hindi laging mother ha, minsan may father, may kilala ako, ang father ang nagtuturo sa anak dahil nag-work yung mother. And sometimes, kumukuha ng tutors, especially sa mga subjects. Katulad ko, yung subject na math, hirap ako, lalo na high school na yung anak ko, hindi ko na kaya yun. So, pinapa-tutor ko. Pero, most of the subjects ay ako din ang nagturo. Now, yung experience ko, kaya ako nag-homeschool kasi nasa abroad yung husband ko. And so ako talaga ang nagturo sa mga anak ko. Another thing about homeschooling, it is legal. It's a legal option. And even in the Philippines, well, siguro in the past, medyo hindi pa recognized, but good that it is a legal option for parents. Let's talk about history. No? Although yung okay, it has been done by families. No? Usually, yung mga families na mobile, na kailangan ang father ay nasa abroad, gusto kasama yung family. Of course, mag-a-absent yung mga anak, kung laging absent, magkakaproblema sa school. So, it's an option that families do homeschooling para kahit saan pwede nilang dalhin yung kanilang pinag-aaralan. And that's what I did. In 2006, I brought my kids kasi I have training in Dumaguete, and I brought all my kids with me while I'm doing the training. Nasa hotel sila, they know their routine, and it was a great experience for them kasi kasama sila sa pasyal, parang work during vacation during work time in my case. Okay, so sabi ko nga, maraming families, no, even celebrities, no, na kailangan nilang magtrabaho, mga bata, no, they opt for homeschooling. Also, yung mga anak ng OFWs kasi napakamahal ng international schools sa abroad. So, yung mga parents, they do homeschooling. Also, yung mga missionaries. May mga kakilala ako na, yun nga, no, nag-a-abroad, so kasama nila anak nila. And it's very expensive to send their kids to a regular school. Now, kahit matagal na, no, sabi ko nga, si nanay ni Jose Rizal, nag-homeschool na. Pero na-establish lang yung HAPI, or Homeschooling Association of the Philippine Islands. This is it's an association composed of families and schools, accredited schools of DepEd. Okay, so here are some common reasons why parents homeschool their kids. Okay, number one, no? Takot kasi yung mga parents isend sa regular school ang mga anak dahil especially kung ibang bansa, no, na ang Pilipinas maliliit ang built, no? Yung mga foreigners medyo malalaki yung built, so parang feeling nila na baka mabully, no? So bullying is one reason why parents homeschool their kids. Another concern is baka makidnap eh. Alam niyo ba si Henry C., yung mga anak niya, homeschooled. Dahil natatakot, syempre, no? Very popular sila at they are rich, a rich family. So, sa bahay lang ang school nila. They have their own playground, own library, and everything. Another reason is if you have a belief that you cannot find a school where you think na ituturo yung belief mo to your children. So they decide to do this. And number 3, yung dissatisfaction. Actually, ito yung reason ko. Isang reason ko din na bakit hinomeschool ko yung mga anak ko, because I always go to the teacher of my kids and, you know, complain, sana ganito na lang ang ginawa mo. Sana naglaba kayo instead of letting the students memorize the steps of how to do the laundry. Okay, so ako na lang, no? By the way, I'm a teacher for more than 30 years, so kinaya ko. Pero maraming parents, believe me, na hindi naman sila teacher pero they enjoyed doing homeschooling. Isa pang reason, no, financial. No? Actually, yun yung pangalawa kong reason, kasi 4 yung mga anak ko, and to send them all to school during that time, it was difficult. Mahal ang tuition, so yun yung naging isang reason. I'm sure many homeschool moms or parents have their own reason, no? But these are just the common. Now, let's talk about how it works. May mga parents, may mga yung association mismo, no? At saka karamihan, they encourage parents to enroll their kids to an accredited school. But in my case, during the first year ng pag-homeschool ko, I just bought some books from National Bookstore according to the level of my students. Then I researched on the minimum competencies of each level ng mga anak ko. And then I did the curriculum. I developed the curriculum, and I planned my lesson, and I did it for a year. Hindi ko pa sila in-enroll noon. Then at the end of the school year, siguro tatanong nyo pa paano after that kung hindi sila enrolled sa isang school. What I did was, after 1 year, dinala ko sila sa DepEd, and they took the exam and they passed. After makapasa, ay pwede na silang ma-promote sa next level. This is a good option, and I know some parents who did this, wala silang ginastos talaga, hindi nila in-enroll yung anak nila. But later, I felt na it's too difficult for my children to go to DepEd and then take the exam. So I enrolled them to an accredited school, which is the School of Tomorrow. yan ang isa sa mga pinaka-nauna at sikat na school sa Philippines. Okay, they are using ACE. It's a curriculum called ACE. Okay, another reason ay yung you can create your own schedule as a parent. In my case, what I did, sa morning lang ako nagtuturo na academic, and then sa hapon, they do reading, independent reading, and the rest of the time, may project sila. No? Whatever their interest is, doon sila, yun ang ginagawa nila. Like my daughter, no, isang anak ko, mahilig siyang kumanta, mahilig siyang maggitara. Then, ang project niya was to compose songs. And you know what? She became a singer. Nagkaroon siya ng concerts, and she even have 3 albums under her name. Okay, another son, sorry. By the way, ito yung picture ng mga anak ko. Sabi ko nga, no, we do academic in the morning, and sa afternoon may project sila. And sa regular school, hindi nila magagawa yun. Ano? Lahat academic the whole day until 4 o'clock. But in my case, sa hapon, project lang ang ginagawa nila. So, one of my kids, what he did was to raise, no, some pets or animals. Like we had 15 rabbits. Tapos meron siyang 3 aquariums na may 100 different kinds of fishes. And then another son ay gumagawa ng games. Mahilig siya sa computer, but instead of playing games, he made games, no, computer games. At age 8, nag-umpisa siya. So, you see, sa homeschooling, very flexible. But let's go back, no, dun sa ano. Number 3, we were just using purely modular. Ibig sabihin, mayroon silang materials na hard copies, babasahin, sasagutin. But what I did, I supplemented it, providing them my own lessons. Halimbawa, sa science, mag-experiment kami. Sa ibang subject areas, no, may lessons talaga. Okay? But during that time, I think before the pandemic, no, purely modular, no, and we call it offline. Pag sinabing offline, using the hard copies. So, yun ang ginagawa, plus may lesson kami. Okay? Another is, may tinatawag na loosely structured homeschooling, and another is highly structured homeschooling. Actually, sa akin, I use both. May structure siya. They know that when they go to the space where we provide the school, uupo sila. They know the routine. Okay? But at the same time, loosely structured din. Kasi Monday to Thursday, academic and yung project nila. And on Fridays, we go on a field trip. No? Marami kaming pinuntahan. Actually, naikot na yata namin ang lahat ng museums. Naikot na yata namin lahat ng parks and zoos. Okay, so actually, very flexible. No? Nasa parents ang prerogative what you want to happen in your home. So, kung tatanungin niyo ako, was it a success being a homeschool mom? It's a resounding yes. Because my kids, I believe, no, my kids have really accomplished a lot. No? Yung daughter ko na mahilig kumanta at pagsulat, at an early age, nagsusulat na siya ng stories, ng poems. At age 6, she can write poems and she can write songs later. And she graduated sa US. And until now, she just finished her 2nd master's degree. And another son, yung mahilig sa isda at sa rabbits, actually lahat sila mahilig naman sa pets or sa animals, ay nag-graduate sa UP. And my other son, yung gumagawa ng mga computer games, nakagraduate ng computer programming, and he's now an animator. Hindi ko na ilagay yung bunso ko kasi hindi pa siya graduate, and he's one of the top playing a game, computer game in the Philippines, gamer in the Philippines. So does it work? Definitely. Isa din sa natutuwa ako about homeschooling is that they didn't get sick much. Tapos walang bus na binabayaran, no, to bring them home or to school, at walang baon. At yung uniform, it depends. If you want to let them wear a uniform, that's okay. But in my case, basta yung hindi naman talaga pambahay, na medyo okay naman, para they will feel that it's a school. Right now, I'm so proud to introduce another homeschool mom. Actually, si Judy, no, she's a church mate. Sabay kami halos na nag-homeschool sa mga anak namin. And yung mga year 2000 nga. And take note, she's not a teacher by profession. She's a pharmacist. So, Judy, are you ready?
Yes, Ate Bong, good evening.
Evening.
Good evening po, everyone. Okay, good evening po sa lahat. I am Judy. Ang tawag nila sa akin, Mami Judy. They usually call me Mami Judy kasi nga I'm homeschool mom. So yung mga parents, talagang Mami Judy ang tawag sa akin. So I've been homeschooling for 20 years, I guess. Because if we start 2000, it's 2020 now, Ate Bong. So I've been homeschooling 20 years. And I have homeschooled 4 kids from pre-LM to to grade 6 only. And then after that, transition na from homeschool to regular school. So how was it possible? So first, let me introduce to you my family. I'll be sharing, wait. Oh, only the host.
Let me make you the co-host.
So,
yeah, okay na.
Okay na. Okay na kaya? Are you seeing it?
Yeah.
Ate Bong?
Yes, we can see it. Wait, you are sure. Yeah. Siguro hindi pa lang nag-ano.
Naghahang. So, 4 po yung hinomeschool ko, iba-ibang klaseng personality. For ayaw. Wait.
Ayaw.
Naghahang. So, 4 po yung hinomeschool ko, iba-ibang klaseng personality. For ayaw.
Hello?
Wait.
Ayan. Okay na.
There. Okay. Yan. So, kami po ay Patangan family. And we have been homeschooling for 20 years already. 4 po yung hinomeschool ko. And so, ito po sila. So, 4 na iba-ibang personality. So, bakit po kami nag-homeschool? Kasi we believe that it's a God-given ministry. Intentional parenting is a God-given ministry. And gusto po sana namin ma-impart sa mga anak namin yung paniniwala namin, yung belief namin, yung faith. Okay, and also, yung things, pace learning. Yung real learning yan. Yung for fast learner, you have more time for his passion. At saka mastery ng lesson. Pag mabagal naman, hindi priority yung advancement eh. So, mastery muna ng lesson. So, pacing yan. Kaya gusto namin. Health. Kaya ito yung major reason bakit kami nagtuloy sa homeschooling, because of health. Kasi yung aming pangalawang anak ay may congenital heart disease. So, hindi siya pwedeng ma-expose sa ibang bata na may mga sipon, may mga ganyan, para hindi siya masyadong mahirapan. So, yan. That's why we start homeschooling talaga. Flexibility, yung freedom ng schedule, kahit anong araw, anong panahon, umuulan, bagyo, pwede ka mag-homeschool. And location, ang layo namin sa Los Baños, doon namin gustong ipasok yung anak namin. Nandun kasi yung magagandang school na may quality education. So, hindi namin kayang araw-araw. Sustainability rin, isang reason. Whatever the situation, financial status, schooling continues as schedule kasi nasa bahay ka lang. Kahit wala kang pamasahe, wala kang pambili ng merienda, nasa bahay ka, pwede ka mag-school. And today, ngayong mga panahon ito, pandemic is the most common reason bakit mag-homeschool ang mga tao. Kasi takot tayo na baka ang mga bata ay mahawa sa labas. So yun po. Bakit po kami nag-stick sa homeschooling? Kasi every day, everywhere we can learn. Kahit nasaan ang mga bata, pwedeng turuan, may mga opportunities around na pwedeng ituro sa kanila. And most especially, hindi po kami kailangang gumising ng alas 5 kasi ang layo namin para makarating sa school ng 7 o'clock. So nakakaawang paliguan yung mga bata everyday, araw-araw ng napakaaga just to go to school. That's why ito ay isang main reason why we homeschool. And then when we travel, hindi siya bakasyon lang. It's a class field trip lagi where lots of learning opportunities are included sa itinerary namin. And also, bakit kami nag-stick dito? Because we can seize the moment. If we are not in the mood, in our best mood to study, we take breaks every now and then. And then, pag important equations, birthday, ganyan, holiday namin yan. So, character naman din is the most important factor din. Gusto namin i-build yung character ng mga bata. And yung mga mistakes, hindi yan pinagtatawanan kasi sa school, minsan napapagtawanan, napapahiya, ay nagiging traumatic. So, mistakes are not really bad or final in homeschooling. It can always be corrected. And also, self-learning. So, gusto namin maging independent learner yung mga bata. And that made my job easier as a teacher. So, how did we start? Ito yung checklist namin. From traditional to homeschooling, naghanap kami ng curriculum and a provider. So, nag-research, minatch ang budget, at saka tiningnan namin sa pamilya namin, are we really decided to homeschool? So, it's a family decision. Kinausap din ng mga bata. So, paano pinaplano yung homeschool life? Kailangan may setup ka, hindi pwedeng nakakalat yung mga gamit. Kailangan accessible sa kanila para hindi sila tamarin mag-aral. So, may table sila, may calendar, accessible yan lahat sa kanila para ma-motivate mag-aral yung mga bata. And also, pinaplano po yung schedule. Inuupuan, monthly, yearly, weekly, and daily. And also, kailangan ng change of mindset. Sasabihin mo, it's not easy, but it is doable. And you are not qualified, you're not perfect, but you can do it. So you have to change your mindset. Kasi pagka ikaw, hindi mo na-motivate yung sarili mo, mas mahirap mong i-motivate yung mga anak mo. Okay, so ito yung aming setup sa bahay. Nakikita ba, Ate Bong?
Yes.
Okay, so ito yung table. Tag-isa silang table. And then ito yung kanilang mga books. And then there's a calendar over here. May calendar dito. Tapos may table sila. And then meron din computer. Kasi tinan mo, andun pa to dinosaur age pa yung mga computer na yan, di ba? mga luma na. And also, we have the circle time here. So dito, kung pwedeng ang discussion ay pare-pareho or pwede naman all age, arts and ganyan, so may table kami dyan. Okay, so nung lumaki na sila, naiba na yung classroom kasi naging 4. So yan. Kailangan accessible ang mga books sa setup nyo. Hindi naman necessary na ganyang malaki ang room mo for that, pero sana maayos. Kasi sometimes we usually do it sa sala, if we feel that doing it sa kitchen, but then may dadalhan sila ng gamit nila para itabi at para makita mo, para ma-check mo. Okay, so paano kami nagsischedule? First thing is, yearly basis, I plan the holidays. All birthdays are holidays. Anniversary, reunions, holidays. So, ano na yan? Bakit? Kasi hindi ka na ma-interrupt eh. Kasi syempre may mga gusto nyo lumabas, gusto nyo kumain sa labas. So, hindi na yan. Wala nang work yan. And also, ang provider mo will give you modules. Slice mo yan into topics quarterly and then schedule it weekly. So nakalagay na sa calendar yung weekly, tapos yung bata, in our case, yung bata yung pumipick up doon sa schedule niya and then put it in his or her daily calendar. Giving them the responsibility na matapos nila yung goal nila for the day and giving them the sense of fulfillment na may natapos sila. So yung academics namin, we do it 3 to 4 hours a day. Math and English should always be daily. Arts and music, once a week, pinatuturuan ko ng piano yung anak ko, yung babae ko naman, ballet. So, at home naman, at free time, pwedeng mag-arts. So, yung sports weekly, may karate, yan, pinupuntahan sa bahay ng teacher, minsan ganon. And others, like science experiment, life skills, and child's passion, kung ano mga interest nila. Okay, so, other matters that you have to take note for your homeschooling to be effective is you have to have the responsibility, initiative, and the solution. So, kailangan responsible ka. There is freedom, but flexible, but you are responsible. Walang ibang responsible sa learning ng anak mo kundi ikaw. Kasi ikaw yung teacher. So, hindi mo masisisi yung teacher. So, you have to really schedule, you have to really plan. Tapos, begin with the end in mind. So, ano ba yung importante sa'yo? Bakit ka nag-homeschool? Anong result? So, recently ko lang nakita to na I am supposed to have pala this family vision para sama-sama kami sa goal. So, ngayon, wino-workout ko pa lang yan kung paano namin. Kasi, mas maganda yung pare-pareho kayo ng pamilya. So, ang ganda nito kasi for homeschooling, pwede mo siyang i-apply. Kasi pag nakalabas na yung mga bata, mahirap nang motivate sa ganitong bagay. Okay. So ito, put first things first. So flexible nga yan, pero you have to say no kung nag-aaral kayo, hindi yung nag-aaral kayo, ay, let's go there. So kung hindi pa tapos, kung masyadong maraming na backlog, kailangan mag-focus. Okay, so community rin. Dapat may community. Para fun ng learning ng bata, meron kayong mga homeschoolers din na nakakahalubilo. And then, seek first to understand and to be understood. So, since nanay ka, I say so. If I say so, I say so. No. And understand why and then show them why. So, you have to understand ano yung sinasabi nila at ipakita mo sa kanila kung ano naman yung sa'yo. And then synergize, yun nga, find community. And sharpen the saw, yung lesson na nilearn mo, pina-practice nyo and make it your lifestyle. So ito yung other additional na pwede nyong makuha para maging effective yung homeschooling. Okay, so and most importantly, understand the power of prayers. It's not always bedo process. Minsan nakakaiyak. Minsan, it's not really perfect. It's not really easy, but there is the grace of God that keeps us going. Ito yung power of prayers na sana maging maayos. Yan. So, okay, is it possible to get good result? Kasi sa bahay ka lang, anong good result ang makukuha mo? I would like to share with you yung mga result ko, I mean, hindi siya perfect, but then it is a fulfillment. It is a parang nakaka-fulfill. Kasi ito yung aking mga anak. So this is our students. Ito yung panganay ko, tsaka yung pangalawa ko. This is my only girl. And then ito yung family. So ito yung panganay ko. 4 of them, nakakatuwa by God's grace, glory to God, 4 of them nakapasa sa UP Rural High School from grade 6 transition to high school. It's not really easy for my firstborn kasi syempre unang-una siya. And he was the one who is coaching me what to do to the next para hindi sila mahirapan. So but then naka-adjust pa rin. He was Glee Club and napadala sila sa Thailand. Yan, hindi naman mahiyain, ano. So, soloist din siya sa Glee Club and then pianist din siya. And then, yan, nagpe-perform din siya ng mga theater. And also, sa DL O'Malley, ayan, nag-accompany siya sa, I think this is the, ano ba to? Yung singing group ng UP. Yan, so, okay, so ngayon, he is, nagtiteach siya ng piano, tapos nakapag-produce siya ng album. It's a Christian album na ginamit na fundraising ng church namin. And then also, is a pianist sa ballet class ng anak ko. So, nakakatuwa kasi may mga achievements sila kahit nag-aaral pa lang. And also, nakapag-produce siya ng album. This is a Christian album, composed yung songs and everything. So yan, ngayon, graduate na siya, COVID graduate sa UPLB. Wala pa silang ceremony, pero at least nakatapos na rin. And also my second child, this one, Brian. Iba naman ang personality niya. This is a science guy. Mahilig siya sa science. And yung kanilang science project, naging regional winner and national placer. And also, this is the positive this is the advantage of homeschooling. Itong Brian ko ay nagka-dengue for 3 months and nag-aaral siya sa hospital. And so nakatapos pa rin siya ng 3rd year niya kahit 3 months siyang wala sa school. Nagsasubmit lang kami ng requirements. So nasanay siya sa homeschooling and so kahit sa hospital, nagsuschooling siya. Yan. So, nakakatuwa naman kasi awardee din siya. And right now, he is a chemical engineering student sa UPLB. So, yan. Ito naman yung aking only girl. Yan. Mahilig naman siya sa ballet at nakapag-perform siya. Maliit pa lang nag-perform na siya sa Trace. Yan. And now, siya ay isang level 2 na, grade 5 ballet student sa Royal Academy of Dance, accredited by Royal Academy of Dance, at nakapag-solo na rin siya sa DL O'Malley. Yan. Okay, so noong nag-aaral tong batang to, ang galing-galing niyang maglinis. Ayan, so yung household chores, napapakita mo sa kanila. Tapos natutulungan niya ako sa mga resibo. And right now, she is a very organized person. Ayan, ang kanyang workplace. May mga schedule. And also, she is a consistent class president and honor sa UP Rural High School. Yan. So, from a small ballerina to a prima ballerina. Yan. And also, yung huli ko, kakagraduate lang niya ng grade 6, is Benedict. So, graduate na rin ako sa homeschooling sana, but distance learning naman sila ngayon. Yan. So, yan. Homeschooling is, kahit laro lang, homeschooling na yan. So, yan. Robotics naman siya. And coding. And ang kuya ay teacher na sa piano ng kanyang kapatid. Yan. So, itong batang to naman ay entrepreneur. So, yung kanyang DIY origami, sinesell niya yan sa school na provider namin. Yan. So, nagtutinda rin siya ng brownies and cookies for our financial literacy lesson. At nakabili siya ng Wii sa kanyang kinita. Yan. Okay, so homeschooling is not just academics. It's buong-buo ng buhay ng bata. You can teach them life skills, extracurricular arts, sama-sama yan all together. So that's the beauty of homeschooling. So meron kami mga field trips together with other homeschoolers. And also, yung field trips, yung aming mga travel or vacation, nakakapunta kami doon sa cabin ng pilot or sa bridge ng ng ship. Yan. Tapos ito, operation yan ng mata, nakapunta kami. And also, meron kaming mga chemical na hindi maintindihan. Pumunta kami sa Mercury Drug, tinignan namin at inamoy namin yung mga chemical na yan. That's the beauty of homeschooling. And also, yung lesson sa blood, ito, nagpunta kami sa health serve, nagtanong kami sa medical technologies. Yan. Okay, ang nature trip namin ay homeschooling pa rin. Kung ano yung nakikita, tinuturo kung paano, anong gamit, paano nangyari, ganyan. Mga clouds and everything. Yan. So, ito sa amin, madami kasing palayan dito sa amin. So, ang field trip namin lagi ay yung rice mill. Pinapagiling namin yung bigas. Kahit malalaki na sila ito, tumutulong pa rin. So, yan. Yung bigas namin ay bagong giling. Yan. Okay, and also, matuturuan mo sila ng community service, ng civils, mga civic action, mga pagtulong. Yan. So, and also, we have family meetings monthly, but lately, hindi kami nakakapag-family meetings. Ito ay updating each other kung ano yung kanilang gusto, kung ano yung kanilang ginagawa, kung ano yung kanilang achievements, and we celebrate. Yan. So, ito yung aking family. We're not perfect, but we are happy and enjoying the learning with each other. So, ang mga batang ito, hindi lang sila ang naturuan, pati ako naturuan nila sa homeschooling. Marami akong natutunan sa kanila through homeschooling. So, ito ay, we're not perfect. Mistakes are proof that we are trying. And the beautiful thing about life is that you can always change, grow, and get better. You are not defined by your past, and you aren't your mistakes. So, mistakes can be corrected in homeschooling. Yan. So, come and journey with us if you want to homeschool. It's a fun adventure. Yan lang po.
Okay. Thank you so much, Judy. That was really great. Gusto natin gusto niya nang mag-homeschool. So, okay, right now, before we proceed to question and answer, no, may open forum. Kung may mga tanong kayo, you can type your question sa chat box. Ang chat box ay nasa baba. If you're using a phone, you can slide and may ... You can click that, lalabas yung chat. So, but before we go into question and answer, so yan yung ginagawa bago mag-pandemic. But technology has changed our lives. Hindi lang offline modular ang ginagamit, no? Actually, bago nag-pandemic, may online, no? Meaning, you're using your tablet or your computer or your laptop to read the lesson and answer. May ganong klaseng modules. So, paano ba natin mai-improve pa, no, yung homeschool learning or homeschooling? So, I would like to present to you, no, a group of people who joined together, no, to one reason is to help parents, especially during the pandemic, to provide homeschooling homeschooling, and we can provide services. So let me share to you about our group. Sandali lang ha. Okay, our group is called Golden Horizons. And we provide, we are actually a program and service provider. Dali lang ha. Ayan. Okay. Hindi pa tapos. Okay, who we are? Okay, we are a group of graduates from the University of the Philippines with extensive experience in education. So ngayon na may pandemic, we can help you because we are a provider of educational system and program. So 3 things that we can offer you. We can provide a system. Kung halimbawa first time nyo mag-homeschool, if you belong to a school right now, we can encourage your school to be part of or to avail of our system. You can also avail of our materials. Halimbawa, ang inyong anak ay enrolled na, no? Maraming nagpunta sa public school kasi mahirap nga ang panahon ngayon. Pero gusto nyo pang magamit, magkaroon ng mas magandang materials yung anak nyo o mas magandang routine, we can provide for that. And if you belong to a school, you can tell your administrator that we can train your teachers how to do it. Yung services namin, no, we provide preschool to grade 6. Then, we also have tutorial. Kung may anak kayo na kailangan ng help sa math or sa science, we can provide for that. And, as I've mentioned, teacher training. So, again, we provide, by the way, we provide modules, no, yung tinatawag na offline, hard copies. So, we can send the materials to your child and hanggang grade 6 lang po. Pero from preschool to grade 6. Yung materials namin ay combination siya from the US. Yung material na po na in-offer namin, ito po yung ginamit ng mga anak ko when they were doing homeschooling. Kagandahan po ng materials, it's very language-based. Before they read a passage, they unlock, you have to unlock some vocabulary. Very importante po yun. No? Kasi sa homeschooling, they read and they answer. If they don't understand what they're reading, malaking problema yon. But the materials that we going to provide to our clients ay madaling maintindihan kasi language-based, may vocabulary building muna. Then, we also provide every Friday, magkakaroon ng tinatawag ngayon, yung term sa mga teachers, education video conferencing through Zoom, pwede sa Messenger, depende kung ano yung available sa mga estudyante. Dito, may enjoy kasi nga hindi na tayo pwede mag-field trip, no, because of the pandemic. Pero we will be providing lessons that engaging, no, every Friday. At meron po kaming mga lessons for that. And finally, may mga pre-recorded videos na binibigay sa mga estudyante na mapapanood nila. So it's not just offline, but we also have online modules, meaning they can actually we can send the materials online kung malayo, no, kung nasa abroad. Hindi pwedeng hard copies kasi mahal ang FedEx or yung ibang courier. So we can also provide online modules. But at the same time, yung pre-recorded videos na pwede nilang mapanood. We don't want kasi our students to always focus on the computer. Kaya maganda pa rin yung may sinusulat sila. So combination po yung aming pino-provide. So, how do we, ito po examples ng mga materials, no, for preschoolers from grades 1 to 6. So, we want you to take a look at our website. Ito po, golden-horizons.com. And if you can type your name sa chat box and your email address, we can send you the slides that we have presented or used today or tonight. And you can also call us sa mga numbers na to. You can also visit our Facebook page, Golden Horizons Online School. So again, thank you for listening to us tonight. And if you have any questions, we are open to question and answer. So you can unmute yourself if you want to speak. So do you have any question? Or you can type your question on the chat box. Okay, so siguro we can, I want to hear somebody about your experience tonight. Can you just share what you have learned tonight? Anybody or anything that you want to share about your experience probably?
Judy's story was very inspiring.
I know. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Judy. Yeah.
It's doable.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi I was also thinking about homeschooling my kids when I was an OFW. And so I didn't know how to go around it kasi I was always thinking about the DepEd stuff. Baka hindi i-recognize ng DepEd. So, and I didn't know about the PEPT back then. So,
PEPT is the exam.
yeah.
Are there any other questions? Okay, here's a question. Possible po ba na Filipino? What do you mean? Subject? Subject ba to sa school? Kung may provide kaming Filipino subject? Opo, kung yan po yung tanong. Yes. We do provide Filipinos. Lahat nung nire-require ng DepEd ay ipoprovide namin. Yeah, yes. Ang answer po ay yes. Kasi sa ibang international school, they don't provide Filipino subject. Pero dahil nasa Philippines po ang Golden Horizons, so yeah, that's what we provide. But if your child doesn't really need Filipino subject, pwede rin namin tanggalin yon, no? But kasi kung sa Philippines yung inyong grading system o naka-enroll yung anak nyo sa isang school, Philippines, I mean, required po yun. Sama yun dapat. Anything else? Actually, homeschooling right now is much easier than before. Kasi ang dali mo nang sagutin yung mga bata. Mag-google ka lang, kita mo na yung sagot. Yeah. Definitely. Napakadali.
Ate Bong.
Yes. Hi, Hannah.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Just a quick question kasi I know of a lot of friends na outside the country, but they have international curriculum. So walang Filipino subject. Is it possible na mag-register sa Golden Horizon na Filipino lang yung kukunin na subject?
Yeah, I think pwede naman. Yeah, pwede.
Yeah.
Right now, yung aming kasing permit is in the works. So we are trying to tie up with schools. So ang pwede namin i-offer, enrolled yung bata sa isang school, tapos kami ang magpa-provide ng system and materials. Kung isang subject lang, okay lang din.
Okay, thank you. Kasi ang main concern nila is basically, like kami sa Cambodia, yung mga families na babalik dapat ng Philippines, pero yung homeschool materials nila ay international. So wala silang Filipino subjects, walang history. So nahihirapan usually na pagbalik sa, may mga kulang silang mga subjects. So pwede ba yon ma-add yung units na yon sa kanila? Or, sorry, wala naman akong anak, pero I'm just asking on behalf of families I know.
Tingin nyo, siguro I'll throw the question back to you, no? Maybe you can ask them, pwede ba yung school where they are enrolled,
Hindi naman ako kasi kasali din.
pwede bang i-add yung may magbibigay ng grade, tapos i-add na lang doon sa kanyang card? Pwede kayang ganun? Yun yung isang option. Kasi usually, it's the school where he is enrolled ang magbibigay ng credential, ng grade. So, what we can do, pwedeng sabihan yung school na i-add lang yung Filipino, tapos kami yung magbibigay ng grade. Kasi kami ang magbibigay ng assessment.
Okay.
Kasi
Alright.
walang school, even in the Philippines, na Filipino subject lang ang ibibigay na grade. But if learning is what is important sa bata, then yes, we can provide for that.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Meron pa ba? May tanong pa?
Ang ganda nung sinabi ni Judy kanina, yung it's not about, tawag doon, advancement. It's about the mastery of the subject. Ang ganda. I really like that idea. Kasi sa ngayon, children are in so much they're only studying for the tests. And I hate that idea.
Right.
That's right. That's right. Minsan hindi na na-enjoy ang learning because of that.
Okay. Naku, maraming salamat po. Kung wala na pong tanong, you can get in touch with us with information that we have provided. Just don't forget golden-horizons.com. So thank you for coming. And before we go, next namin ay ang audience namin mga OFWs na who would like to know more about this. So how to go about homeschooling when you are abroad. So that will be our next topic next time. Okay. Good night. Thank you. Thank you, Judy. See you later.
Teacher Judy.
Thank you,
Thank you so
ma'am.
much.
Bye. Teka muna. Baka pwede yung, pakikita po, walang yung may camera, so we can take a picture if that's possible. Can you show yourselves? Okay. Kakaunti lang ang Wella. Shirley. Okay. Sige. Hi.
Uy, ang saya.
Thank you so much, Remesis. Sino nag-invite sa inyo pala?
Si ate na din po.
Oh, nasa Cambodia kayo.
Nasa Pilipinas na po.
Nasa Pilipinas. Oh, dami. Marami kayong i-homeschool. Enjoy. Okay. Just keep in touch, okay?
Yes po.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes.
God bless. Stay safe.